Alright, we're gonna talk about a few reals, man. National Conscription for the UK, conservative government say they're gonna bring that shit in. You feel me? Do I think it's right? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Give them something to do, man. Let me show you something. I ain't trying to be nasty and, some people be kicking off, man, but, bro, so many other countries do that shit. Keep their youths out of danger, man. You feel me? You got a society, as I was saying now, man, antisocial and overprivileged. When I say antisocial, I ain't talking about the housing blocks bullshit. I'm talking about people getting in your personal space for a joke, for a prank. You know what I mean? These guys thinks it's funny. You know what I mean? Young kids, young men now these days running around pranking people. Now you got innocent pranks and you got bullshit pranks. But let me tell you something, man. Here's the vicious spiral. They do a prank. People like that shit. Ha ha, it's funny. But it gotta go bigger. So they do a bigger prank. Bigger means more risky, more danger. So they do that for more likes. Start getting sponsors and shit. Boom. Then they go into the extreme because you got to keep going bigger to keep that audience. That vicious cycle. And we all know it's only a matter of time before you meet that one person who's in that wrong place at the wrong time. And then that prank gonna end up being no thanks. You feel me? Same. Give them kids something to do, bro. They won't be on the streets messing about. You got too many youngsters messing about. It ain't all the youngsters, but you got a lot of them now. Because as we say, we in an overprivileged society for kids. You feel me? They feel like the world owes them something. You get me? You still got your groups who want to learn and want to go through the academic system, but a lot of them branching off. I mean, come on, man. These young men now, forget the females. The females can do whatever they want. They're survivors, you feel me? But the men, we have limited options. But men as well now are turning to OnlyFans. I'm talking about straight men. I mean, you gonna join up in the military when you could excavate your rectal cavity with an oversized, elongated object. Kind of like alien probing. Yeah. I'm telling you, make a little extra if you look over your shoulder like a deer in the headlight. You feel me? That's 50 grand right there. 60 with the headlights. Same. And at the same time then, country's getting weaker. I mean, Britain is just Britain. It ain't great no more. It ain't Great Britain. They going down the tubes. Ain't nobody joining the army. Budget's going down for the army. We getting weaker as a fucking nation, man. Excuse the French. So yeah. Sign them up. Sign them up. I mean, those who want to learn will learn. Because there's opportunities when you join. Feel me? If you want to be a mechanic. You know those commercials? If you can fix the bike, you can fix a tank. You can fix a tank. You can fix an F-16. Fix an X-16. You're going to make money. Right? Well, depends on whose commercial you're watching. You know those commercials I'm talking about. This is such and such. When such and such was such and such, it was such and such. Listen, man. This is the army we talking about. I understand all the equality stuff. You want to join, but understand the army. It's not a joke. It's about war. It's not about your preferences of don't shoot him because he cute. Or don't do this because of that. They may follow the Geneva Conventions, but war is war, man. And people are people, and people make mistakes. People get angry. Even in normal societies, people get angry. Road rage and shit. You know what I mean? So what do you think when people are under intense fire and stuff? Man, shit go haywire. Feel me? But let's not divert from the subject. Kids need something to do. Especially them young men. I mean, come on, think. Look back, man. Social media. That's been the hype for the youngsters just getting around. You had stab for likes. You remember that shit? They stabbing people. Literally can take people's lives for likes, man. For likes. That's some bullshit. That's what youngsters are doing. Remember happy slapping? I mean, who was happy after the freaking slapping? Sure like hell wasn't someone on the receiving end of a bitch slap. Press the like button. Some bullshit, man. That's the society we're in. Social media is a good and a bad thing. I mean, you can promote your own shit. But I mean, it's going haywire, man, because people get... See, society, we like violence. Whether you want to believe it or not, we love that shit. I mean, a lot of the action movies, they got violence in it and shit, you know. It's even better if it's an underdog. If it's an underdog kicking the ass, even better. But it's still violence, man. Look at our cartoons growing up. When Jerry ran the goddamn lawnmower machine over Tom's back. People were laughing. Imagine that shit happening in real life, man. But that's the point. We can point fingers and say this is violence and that is violence, but violence have been in our society since the dawn of time. Caveman, ugh, wife, shoulder, home, kids. Feel what I mean? We are a warlike race. We have that primal instinct within us for violence. You know, some people have longer thresholds that they gotta reach, but it's in every single one of us. None of us are fully pacifists. It's in our nature. So when these kids are gonna do pranks on people, you're gonna meet, you know what I mean? That primal instinct can kick in. There's only so long you can hold on to that when someone keeps pushing that button. You feel me? There's a saying in the Caribbean, pressure busts pipe, which means pressure will burst a pipe. If you put a balloon on the air or helium and keep filling it, eventually it pops. And we as human beings are the same. Too much, and then we'll pop. So if there ain't a release valve, whether you rant to someone like me here right now, ranting, or you keep all that shit in and then you explode, and when you explode, it's a problem. Because most time it comes out violently, whether it be verbal or physical. So people that be doing pranks, they don't know the state of mind the person they be playing them pranks with. When they react, then they go be, oh, it's a joke, bro. Okay, yeah, it's a joke to you. But guess what? That person, or me, is the frog in the pond that you tossing the rock at. And that rock, because I'm so small, looks like a goddamn boulder. So there's a boulder coming at me. And I ain't done nothing. So I'm annoyed. I'm trying to get out of the way, but the boulder keeps coming at me. Stop, man. Stop and think. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. We hear that all the time, but people don't understand until it's done. And what I hate about, it's not that I hate about it, it's what I can't understand about these people who do pranks. It's when they get the odd reaction, they're like, what was that about? Be real, man. Somebody was doing that shit to you. When you get pranked, you don't like it. You know what I mean? I've seen many of those prankers who get pranked and they're pissed off. What's good for the goose? Good for the gander. You feel me? But seriously, man, don't get off. Sign them up. let them learn, man. Look, you see all this thing like gender teaching in preschools and stuff like that, man, that's... Listen, if you guys want to do that, how about doing something like this? How about putting in like a ROTC program? You know what I mean? If you don't know what that is, look it up. You know what I mean? Young people that go into training while they're coming into school, like for being in the armed services, it will give them some discipline. It will give them some leadership. You know what I mean? Some self-worth. Instead of all this gender teaching. Teach them something that they can learn. Like my daughter said, man, I wish they taught about investment and stuff like that when I was growing up in school. You know? Yeah. Teach them kids about the stock market. How to invest. You know? I know they got like these little programs called economics and stuff like that. But that's just basic economics, man. If you want to push an agenda in, they can actually make a difference. Within themselves. For themselves. You feel me? It's only right. Let them join up. Definitely. Because the law or the government right now, they're taking our control. They're taking everything out of the parents' hands. The parents can't do nothing. If you speak too hard to the kids call the cops and says, "My mom being verbally abusive," you get your ass locked up. We don't want to control our kids. We want to grow our kids right. It's not about control. You know? We ain't masters and they ain't slaves. It's not control. It's just doing what's right as a parent. Don't want to see your kid go down the wrong track. And you taking that right away from us as parents, man. We can't even speak too loudly now, man. It's crazy. But then anything that happens, the parents get blamed. But the parents can't even talk to the kid. Because there's so many places now they could just holler at. And you as a parent get your ass locked up. So you do whatever you do, you might get locked up. Let them join up. If they join up, they get disciplined. They can't say shit. They can't be calling nobody saying, "Oh, he talked hard to me. Oh, he cursed at me. Oh, he's something." You feel me? They got to learn discipline from somewhere if you're taking it out of the parents' hands, bro. It's true. You know what I mean? Do what you can, bro. With what you can do it with. Too many people, man. Too many people don't understand stuff and just talk. Really look at society, how it's going. Look at how it's going, man. Everybody's fighting, but they're fighting for the wrong stuff. You say you're fighting for equality, but it's not for equality. It's just what's right for you. And that's all well and good if you're just fighting for yourself. But if you're fighting for a people or a group, it can't be like that. Equality means equality. Not what's just best for you. What's best for whoever's in that whole situation. So sign them up. Yep. Left, right. Your mother was up when I left. You're right. Get on in there, boy. Hell yeah. Can you hear them boots? Can you hear them boots? Man, them boots. They're rocking boots. No boots. On the ground, boots. No around, boots. Get in the army, boots. You see what it be, boots. Because you know we need you, because you need your country. And your country, it needs you. So show what you got to do. Come on, man. Join the army and you'll be free. I don't know, man. Something like that. The point is, it's good. There ain't no bad about it. We see that in Korea. Even the ladies join up. Well, not in Korea. You know, that's like Israel and stuff. But the point I'm trying to make, man, is you gotta make your country strong, man. Everybody can't be running the OnlyFans or want to be a singer. You feel me? Country needs you, man. Just like you want your country to look after you, about your safety. You want to walk around free and stuff. Well, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. We've all done our time. It's your turn. It's your generation. You got to look out for what's yours. When you see old people, you say, them old people, whatever. Well, they've done their service. Now we want you. Peace. Like, subscribe. Press the notification button when I come up. I'll let you know I'm coming back on, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, man. So yeah, sign them up. And don't matter which government it is in, anyone that gets in, whether Labor or whether they be conservatives, I say you should go ahead with that shit. Sign them up, man. Our youths need some discipline. Need to get off the rap agenda. Everybody wants to be gangsters. Well, not everybody, but you know what I mean. Too much of that influence on telly, man. Get rich or die trying. We need some discipline. And since you've taken it out of the parents' hands, and put it in the military. Mwah! Beautiful blooming. Goodbye. See y'all later. Press that notification button. Y'all know when I come back, I'll be coming at you. Hey.